Good afternoon everyone, it's Rachel here and we are going to do a quick Etsy update. Now I am going to change the way I do things because I dribble things into my shop. And I think that what I'm going to do now from now on is every Friday, possibly Saturday, but every Friday I'm going to attempt to put all my new things in on one day. So that way, you know, because there are people that purchase and then they come back and purchase again and you're paying multiple shippings. So I am going to attempt on Fridays only when I have new stuff to put in. And sometimes I do have new stuff to put in every week. For example, I already know what I'm putting in next Friday. I've got it and I just have to organize it. And then, so next Friday, I'll put that in. So know that most Fridays there will be new stuff going in my shop. And I'll try not to just dribble it in through the week. So this is the kit that I released the other day. I'm calling it Romantic Florals. It goes with the previous one, so there are two. I've actually got them printed somewhere double-sided because I'm going to make some document journals soon. And Steph did this. I think it's really gorgeous. A lot of the stuff in it are my actual antique fabrics from, like that's a fabric from the 1700s. That is also from an early 1800s fabric, all of this design behind, and that bit there's from another one. Even the trim, that could be, but he alters them so much sometimes I can't tell. That's from one of my old fabrics, my old fabric, that is, and that is as well. So, and my old documents that I have. Excuse me, that's one of my old fabrics. I think that one is too. So yes, so really, really lovely designs, and thank you so much, Steph, for doing that. Now I also have it in fabric because I couldn't wait. I forgot to bring in the all over. Just chat amongst yourselves and I'll go and get the all over. Just talk to yourselves. Okay, so sorry guys, these are I've got it in panels as usual. So this is cotton. So it's those pages. It's both from both kits. So there's like 16 designs, and then the linen. Now the linen is always looking a little bit older and not as bright, but I really love it as well. So if you want an older look and lovely to stitch, the linen. If you want bright and vibrant, cotton. So I'll show you the all over. Well, it's only a little piece. It's not all of it. But that's what it's like. So that's the linen, and I haven't actually shown my all over patterns on camera before, just using them, and that's the cotton, and it's very, very pretty and glorious to use. So that's that. It's nearly, I've got to cook lunch. So I've got quite a lot of stuff in today. I have some books that I was hoarding. So there's this, I'm selling them as a set. These are just the sizes and the dates, 1850 and 1831. Really lovely books. Look at that. So I've got them in sets. Oh, these ones, I always hang on to these when they've got the beautiful possible Remondini paper, 1761 and 1775. This is the 1775 one, but it's really gorgeous, and you can feel the imprint. And I don't feel afraid to use these when they're with the paper. So this one is, but wait till you see inside. Wait till you see this. I was hoarding them. I'm not hoarding them anymore. I have to hang on to them for a little bit, and then I'll put them in my shop. But it's all sort of coming loose, so you can scan it and use it. And Madame du Brocage uses these covers to do things, so that's a possibility. These were also ones that I was hoarding, 1758 and 1807. Love it when they have those papers. All rag paper. These ones are all rag paper. The first two were not. Absolutely gorgeous. Written in Italian or Latin, depending. And then I have, this is a really big book. I've been hanging on to it for a while. The cover's coming off. It's gorgeous. You could actually cut that in half and make it into a journal, and then do the same with the back. But what's lovely, this is a French collection of, it's a science magazine from the mid 1800s. So this one goes from 1857 to 1858, but look at it. And it's beautiful paper, beautiful font. Normally I'd rip these up and put them in packs. Some of them haven't even been read. They're still all attached. It's a really amazing collection, and I would use it if I were you guys. It's got illustrations all the way through. I think I forgot to write that in the description, but just a huge amount of fun pages to use, and I'm selling the whole thing as a whole. So you'll get it with the cover coming off, but it's a beautiful cover. And that's one. And oh my god, this type, I don't normally sell my 1600s books, but I can't keep everything. I don't have any more room in my bookshelf. This one I had put aside, 1688, the most glorious cover. And look at this. And that's some sort of been burnt, like a branding almost. Anyway, lovely. Oh, and there's illustrate. Oh gosh, this makes my heart cry. Crying. Oh yes, there's illustrations throughout. 1688. I probably would scan a bit of that, but put it into my collection. And now this one is the reason I'm sort of doing this. Sometimes I don't do a video, but I need to explain. This one's 1659. See this? Its cover's gone, and someone's put this paper around it, but the paper is quite old. I actually haven't seen that design to buy in the Florentine papers, so that's quite old. And then this is the book, so ready to use. It does have some, just the first few pages had a little bit of dots on it, and then it's fine as you go into it. Wonderful rag paper. It's had some, and look, this sort of thing all the way through as well. And it gets better and better as you go along, and lots of pages, lots and lots of pages here. But I thought a very good one to use, and that's sort of attached in there. But I love that. So if you can get that out and scan away. So that's that one. These are all things that I was hanging on to, and I'm no longer going to hang on to them. Now there's this one. I actually really like this cover. It's kind of like a cardstock. It was an old cardboard one, and someone's put the blue on there. Oh wait, one of these had, oh, this one, sorry, look at that. I forgot to photograph that. That's got that on there, which I love. Now this one, 1789. It's glorious. Wait till you see inside. Look at that. Really, really beautiful. Gorgeous papers. Really strong. And again, the imprint in the thing. So these were just in a bag that I'd put aside because I couldn't bring myself to part with them, but I am parting with them. So there they are. That's for this week. I've got more. I can do more next week. I've got some other, as I said, other things to put in. Oh, I just have a couple of these left. These are the cut velvet. There's quite a lot in here. I think there's about 7 or 8 pieces. Little pieces and bigger pieces. That's the silk one. And some of them are curved, so you could put them as flaps on pouches, and they've got trims, these metal trims on them, and what, or tassel trim, like fringe trims. Little bit, or that one's only got a little bit on it. But yep, so I've got a couple of those, and that's the last of the cut velvet. There's one ephemera pack. This ephemera pack has just a mix of things, 1900s, but also quite a few bits and pieces from the 1800s. That looks like 1851, 1851, 1859. I think that a couple of those are 1800s as well. There's some really nice things in there. You'll see it in the photographs. I also had some really damaged books from the 1600s and 1700s. And we've made some just rag paper packs. So it's all rag paper. I don't do those often, but we've got a whole lot now that we've put together. It was hard work. And so they're in my shop. And the books, I've put all the dates of the books. I'm missing one. There were actually 9 books. I've said 8, but there were actually 9 books. And I couldn't find the title page. I missed the title page. It might be in one of the packs. A couple of them had like little things slipped in the pages. So like maybe 5 or 6 packs will have something slipped in between the pages, and I didn't do that. I left it. I didn't take them. I can't see into these packs, so you can't say, can I have one with something slipped in, because I can't see in there. But that's the smallest size, so it's about A5 size folded piece of paper. That's the smallest, and then they get bigger. And I counted 45, but then I had like leftovers from my piles, and so I added more. So I think there's probably about 50 single pages, not double pages, single pages in there, and very, very, very old. So that's those. And then, so I've done quite a big update today. And then I have these. I didn't realize I had more of these left, but I've got some also in my collection, but I think they're lovely. You can scan this. Now this one was just random like that. It was all just put in there, and I've left it in there as it was. Instead, these ones are mostly tied in there. Look at that writing. All 1800s, 1868, I think that is. Yep, and beautiful script and paper. So I've put some of those in. They're all different, and you'll just be sent one randomly. I think they're all handwritten. Yes, they're all 1800. Oh no, that's 1904, but all handwritten. And that one had a collection of things in it. And then this one, 1868, and that's also a little collection of things in there as well. Look at that. So really, really fun. And I don't always come across those. So I found that I had extras of them, so they are in as well. So I think that's it for this Friday. That's making me feel tired. So I'll be back. Oh no, I'll publish this before my video. I'll be back with my video a little bit later. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye.